Hi, this is Ron Darling. This is Skip Lockwood.
Hi, I'm Ron Swoboda of the 69 New York Mets, and you're listening to MetsMusings with Gary Mack.
Now it's time for some New York Mets baseball talk. Here's Gary Mack bringing you the latest news and analysis from Mets Nation and the world of baseball on another edition of MetsMusings.
Hello and welcome to another edition of MetsMusings. I am Gary Mack, and I hope you all had a great week out there. Before we get started this week, just want to let you know it's going to be a short show. Supposed to have a guest on from the West Coast, but I don't know what it is with these West Coast guys. They always seem to bail out at the last minute and not contact you or contact you late. Okay, the guy got sick, so I hope he feels better, but when you plan something and then it goes astray, it kind of kills the whole thing. So no guest tonight, but we'll do what we can. Okay, the Mets had a pretty good week. They took 2 out of 3 from Philadelphia in a rain-shortened series. And Thursday night, the first game they won was just miraculous. They were down 7-1 in the ninth, and scored. It was just crazy and won that game big time. And again, I say, much like the St. Louis game earlier in the year, if you put the ball in play, things can happen, and that's what they did. And Philly started throwing it around the diamond, and the Mets were able to take advantage and then get hit after hit after hit, and came back to win the game. Got rained out Thursday and Friday and Saturday. Sunday played a doubleheader that they split, winning the nightcap. So another series, 2 out of 3 they took against Philly. Traveled on to Washington, beat them last night in an exciting comeback victory, 3-2. And unfortunately, tonight's game, they got hammered. Tyler McGill did not have it. The guy hasn't pitched in a week, and this is going to be a problem. With these rainouts, they're getting so much extra time, and now they're going to be playing like 16 days without a day off. But Tyler McGill did not look good tonight at all. Couldn't find the strike zone, and he got 1 inning in, I think. 1 in the third he pitched, and that was it. They had to take him out. And the Mets lost 8-3 to those Nationals. But he's fine. He had good velocity, just could not get the slider over. He relied a lot on his changeup, and they were hitting the changeup. So one more at Washington tomorrow at 1:05. Just checking to see if there's any late news coming out about anything at all out of the post game, but Trevor Williams came in, pitched pretty good. Newcomer Steve Nogasek pitched decent in relief. Nogasek is up, probably taking Sean Reed Foley's place, who underwent Tommy John surgery today. So we won't see him for a while. And it looks like everything else is okay. Just one of those bad games that happen. It just happens. Let's see, what else is new? Jolie Rodriguez continues to impress, as does Jason Shreve out of the bullpen, and Drew Smith as well, looking good out of the bullpen. So the team is still playing well. Look, you're going to have these clunkers now and then. And like Thursday night, last Thursday was a clunker, but they managed to hang in there and come back. Yesterday, last night, Carrasco pitched very well. So you're going to have these clunkers, and again, McGill hadn't pitched in a week, and it showed. It just showed. He looked rusty, didn't have good stuff at all, couldn't get the feel of his slider, kept missing, and uh, is it a concern because the last couple of games he struggled with the slider a little? Yeah, it could be, but I'm sure he'll get it a hold of it. Look, guys go through tough spells. I mean, we knew they weren't going to be the perfect rotation that they were at the first couple of series. They were unhittable. And don't forget they're playing a lot of the same teams again, so they become familiar with what you're throwing, your patterns and whatever, and it makes it easier to hit against them. So they'll do better against people that don't know them, but that's the way it goes sometimes. And sometimes you have great games, and sometimes you have lousy games. Happens to everybody, even the great stuff. Even Tom Seaver had some bad games, though not many. Noah Syndergaard. Noah, how about keeping your mouth shut? This is the thing that annoys me. He was here. In case you didn't hear, the Angels, Reed Detmar, I think the young man's name is Detmers, tossed a no-hitter last night against the Tampa Bay Rays. And, of course, loudmouth Syndergaard had to go right to Instagram and wrote, "This is what a real no-hitter looks like." Obviously mocking the Mets' combined no-hitter from a week, April 29th. And you know what I got to say? Are you that silly? Are you that petty that you have to mock something that everybody's looking at as somewhat of an achievement? Because you throw one. You see how easy. You can't go more than 5 or 6 innings. So what are you talking about? I want to see you throw a no-hitter. Shooting your mouth off. I don't like it when guys leave and then bad-mouth the team that they were with. That team brought you to the majors and kept you there, even through injuries and nonsense. So don't give me this crap. Just keep your mouth shut. Go pitch for the Angels. And you know what the best thing would be is when we play the Angels, and if he's pitching, we put a 10 spot on him in the first inning. That would be payback, boy. It just bugs me when these guys open their mouths. Look, there's 30 teams. That's it. It's a very small job market. And you never know when you might have to come crawling back. So you should never burn your bridges. Never. And you didn't know Reed Detmers from a hole in the wall last year. So please, Thor, keep your mouth shut. It just annoys me when these guys do it. Even when he was here, he had a big mouth. He kept putting digs into other teams and stuff. Don't do that. Be a professional. That's the problem with social media. Be a professional and cut the petty bull, out. So, that's all I got to say about that. All right, let's take a break, and we'll be back with Down on the Farm and check out how the minor leagues are doing, and that'll be it pretty much for this week. Like I said, it's a short show, but sometimes they're good too. All right, I'll be right back after this message.
Baseball and BBQ, your place for interesting baseball talk, opinions, and history.
Baseball and BBQ, your place for barbecue recipes, tips, and interviews from the world of barbecue. If you like baseball and if you like barbecue, then tune in to Baseball and BBQ. Find us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and BaseballTalkRadio.com.
Wouldn't it be great if you could get a PhD in life through baseball? Welcome to Baseball PhD, a tour company for your brain. 30 major league teams, 100 places to see. Let's touch them all as we make the road trip of a lifetime.
Follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/MetsMusings, on Twitter at MetsMusingsGM, the Instagram is MetsMusings, and on YouTube at MetsMusings Mack. Wish to be a part of the show? Give us a call at 516-619-6341. All right, it's time to go down on the farm. As we come back, the Syracuse Mets are 11-20 on the season. They are 8.5 games behind in their division in last place. The Binghamton Rumble Ponies are 10-18, and they are 8 games behind in their division, and they are also in last place. Brooklyn Cyclones are 13-15 in third place, 7.5 games back in their division. And the St. Lucie Mets are first place in their division, and they are 19-10 on the year. And Alvarez and Batty continue to struggle. Alvarez is down to about 212 average, but he still got 4 homers and 15 RBIs as we record this on the 11th of May. So we'll see. Vientos is still off to a slow start as well with Syracuse. So the big names, Mauricio's holding his own in Binghamton. The Cyclones had Wilmer Reyes playing some center field. I don't know if that's going to be more of a thing that they're looking to do. Looking for versatility, getting these guys used to playing the outfield. Maybe they're looking for a potential replacement for either Nimmo in the future or, next year they might need somebody if Nimmo walks. So we'll have to see. Sorry about the guest disappearing tonight, but that's the way it goes sometimes. So that's going to wrap it up for this week's show. I hope you enjoyed it. And I want to thank you all for listening and watching. If you are on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and like button. It makes the people at YouTube very happy, and it helps us to grow the audience and expand to new listeners. And you'll be the first one to know when there's a new episode of MetsMusings out there. So hit that subscribe and like button. Same thing on the audio. If you listen to the audio, with on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, wherever you get the audio podcast of your choice. Hit that subscribe button. Always know when a new episode is released of Mets Musings. Mariners come in this weekend, 3 with them, and then the Cardinals, I believe, come in. Let's check the old schedule. Yeah, Cardinals come in for 4, and then the Mets hit the road again next weekend. But this upcoming weekend, 3 with Seattle and 4 with St. Louis. Should be a good week. We'll find out where the Mets are standing after, an okay week. We've still got 1 game to go with Washington. Keep your fingers crossed that they can bring that one home. Okay, so until next time, remember to keep the faith, stay optimistic, and let's go Mets. And I'll see you next time on another edition of Mets Musings.